Hayden Panettiere was 6 months away from blowing Hollywood's darkest secrets wide open. According to sources close to the actress, and confirmed by Justin Bieber, she wasn't just writing a memoir. She was the secret producer and on-camera investigator for a documentary exposing the industry's child trafficking networks. The project had been in development for years. She had names, she had locations, she had the tapes. And then, 3 months after her memoir dropped, she was dead. An overdose, they said. No foul play. Just another tragic Hollywood statistic. 2 weeks before she died, Hayden Panettiere sent a single encrypted file to 3 people. One was her lawyer, one was her friend. The third was the star who had been there to help her during her darkest days, Justin Bieber. Now, he has a message for the world. If we don't speak up now, who knows who the next victim will be? Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the People's Voice Locals community to join our incredible community, support the channel, and gain access to exclusive and uncensored content. Weeks before her death, Hayden Panettiere knew they were coming for her. She'd been speaking out on podcasts. In her tell-all memoir, she crossed lines. So, she sent a file to 3 people she knew she could trust. That file contained the director's cut of a documentary she'd been secretly producing for over 2 years. A documentary that named names of elite paedophiles and cannibals. A documentary that traced a straight line from the casting couches of the 1990s to the yacht parties and penthouses of the most powerful members of the Hollywood paedophile ring. She called it The Reckoning, and Justin Bieber saw it. He confirmed its existence in a late-night post on Instagram, shared with his most loyal supporters. A post that was scrubbed from the internet within 12 minutes. He said, and I quote, "She had the whole map. She was going to take them all down. And now she's gone. They got to her before she could drop it." The official report says she relapsed, that her friend found her unresponsive in her South Carolina home, that her death was accidental. Of course, the official report says that. When a star like Hayden steps out of line and threatens to expose the network, what happens? The handlers step in. Hayden confirmed in her memoir that drugs and alcohol were pushed on her as a child star in Hollywood. The substances that were once used to control her as a child were suddenly pushed again. It's the old Hollywood trick. It's a relapse, a tragic accident, a death by overdose, a cardiac arrest. Kill the messenger, leave no trace. Anyone wondering how they do it? Research MK Naomi. In Tinseltown, they say overdoses, car accidents and cardiac arrests are the perfect crimes. Because they can never be proven otherwise, and because they cover up a litany of other crimes, including the most heinous crimes against children. Justin Bieber has been exposing the control that industry elites have over young artists, and he reached out to those still trapped in the system, including Hayden, offering his support.
Yeah, I definitely feel protective of her. It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and if she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters, and I just want to protect her, you know? I don't want her to lose it. I don't want her to, you know, go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody. So, yeah, if she ever needs me, I'm just a call away.
Bieber has been talking about sexual abuse, the trafficking, and the blood rituals. Yes, he's gone there. He broke his silence, accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Usher of participating in sordid adrenochrome rituals, draining his blood when he was a young teen. Now, he warns that Hayden was living a similar nightmare. Now, just quickly, before we go any further, if you're using a traditional VPN to keep yourself safe online, cancel your subscription right now. You're under attack. The entire VPN industry has been compromised. The world's leading VPNs have been bought out by Cape Technologies, an Israeli company closely linked to Mossad. That's why vp.net/TPV was created. Head over there and see for yourself. It's superior tech, it's fast, it's unhackable, and you don't have to trust their promises of anonymity. vp.net/TPV proves it in real time. Now back to Bieber. He says Hayden's blood was prized by a certain kind of Hollywood creep who coveted her youthful innocence. And she was crying out for help.
Look at the other side. This. And this. Hold on. What a coincidence. So this is another photo of her, and what a coincidence that Alamy, whoever takes the photos of her, put 2 A's on each side of the inner part of her forearm. You see that? And you see that? Yes. She was not living a free life, and that is a fact.
Hayden didn't want to die. She was speaking out about everything.
You write about a moment in your career where a friend of yours takes you onto a boat. You're led to a room which has an older man in it, and then basically told to perform sexual acts and,
Oh, yeah. Perspective completely shifted, and I realized that I was in danger. But by the time I'd realized I was in danger, I was quite literally out to sea.
Then she exposed the role of handlers in the Hollywood system. They push drugs and alcohol on child stars to develop their addictions. They also deliver them into the lion's den as bait for compromised pedophiles who are being recorded by the elite pedophile blackmail network.
And it was somebody led by somebody that I had grown to trust and see as a protector and somebody who had my back. And to be walked down, down the stairs, and it was as like a surprise, presented as though it was like a surprise, and it was this very small room, and she physically put me in the bed next to this undressed man who was very famous and had his hands like this.
Bieber confirmed the name in that 3 a.m. Instagram session. He said the truth cannot stay buried. But what he revealed is far bigger than one man. It's the entire blackmail network that runs Hollywood. The handlers who pull the strings. And exactly why Hayden Panettiere had to be silenced. Longevity is one of the biggest indicators of health. Americans have been told for decades that drinking plenty of water is the key to good health. But according to world-renowned heart surgeon Dr. Stephen Gundry, this advice could be putting your health at risk. He's put together a free simple age quiz you can take right now to figure out your specific age type. By taking this quiz, you'll learn your age type, which decides how easily you lose weight, digest your favourite foods, and even how energetic you feel. This quiz will give you custom recommendations you can start using today to start feeling years younger, and the 3 water types to avoid. He's discovered that millions of people are unknowingly filling their bodies with something that could be wreaking havoc on their gut health, metabolism, and more. It's a very simple quiz, and it only takes 30 seconds, and it gives you personalized recommendations for things that you can do right now to help boost your energy and have better digestion. Go to getenergy1.com/TPV and take the simple quiz. Make sure to find out now at getenergy1.com/TPV or click the link below this video for more. Hayden Panettiere was murdered for publicly speaking out against the elite paedophile ring. Not just for naming names, but for exposing the entire blackmail apparatus constructed by Israeli intelligence and used to control world leaders, compromise politicians, and the most powerful predators in entertainment.
What is true is we had some good parties at the White House. Woo! There's
Hey, little girl, is her daddy home?
Public place, you did it.
The best.
Okay, the best? Probably the Obama thing.
John!
Bieber says Hayden wasn't just a victim, she was a witness. And her documentary had the receipts. The yachts, the parties, the compromats. The network of handlers and madams who delivered child stars to VIP pedos like offerings. Handlers like her former partner, Vladimir Klitschko, the Ukrainian boxing champion who is an integral part of Zelensky's Jewish mafia that runs Ukraine and its trafficking industry. According to insiders, Klitschko was more than just a boyfriend. He was a gatekeeper, a handler, somebody who kept Hayden close and ensured she stayed in line. But it goes much deeper and much darker. In Hayden's memoir, published just months before her death, she referred to a mysterious Hollywood madam under a pseudonym. She described this woman as the architect of the yacht encounter, the one who led a teenage Hayden to that cabin with the older British rock star. We now know who she told friends that woman was. Bosnian socialite Diana Jenkins. You might know her from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the ex-wife of former Barclays bank executive Roger Jenkins. When their 10-year-old marriage ended in 2011, she walked away with £150 million. That money didn't just buy her penthouses and private jets and a new life in Hollywood. It bought her access. And it bought her a front row seat to the most depraved network in world history. Jenkins wasn't just partying with celebrities. She was partying with Jeffrey Epstein. The same Epstein who ran a global child sex trafficking ring from his private island. The same Epstein who ate child meat with Leonardo DiCaprio, drank child blood with Celine Dion, and who collected compromising photographs of world leaders like trading cards. The pattern is unmistakable. Her ex-husband, Roger Jenkins, worked closely with Epstein for many years. The financial connections are there. The yacht parties are there. And the blackmail? That's the currency of this world. Diana Jenkins' 2009 coffee table book, Room 23, featured provocative portraits of young Hollywood celebrities, including a very young Hayden Panettiere. Insiders have long whispered that the book was a front, a catalogue, a way to identify which young stars were available. This is how the network operates. Epstein provided the intelligence network, the handlers provided the victims, and the blackmail, that's what kept everybody in line. Diana Jenkins, Jeffrey Epstein, and James Blunt. Bieber says they all belong to the same ring, same yacht, same parties, same depraved vices. This is part of the network Hayden was investigating. This is the network she was about to expose. At the centre of it all, James Blunt. The man she told friends was in that cabin. The man who, according to Bieber, was named in the documentary as the man with inexplicable connections to royals, world leaders, and global CEOs. The day before Hayden was found dead, Blunt released a disturbing music video, Tastes Like Summer, in which he plays a cannibal taking a trip to an island with his kidnapped victim. There are no coincidences. Take a look at the top comments. They love to show you what they are. When they show you what they are, believe them. And then, most damningly, justice for Hayden. The people have woken up. 2026 is the year the Epstein class are going to be exposed. The creeps, paedophiles and cannibals hiding in plain sight, blackmailed and compromised by Epstein and Israel, must be exposed, named, and brought to justice before they can silence another voice. It's time to stand up. Justin Bieber is doing his part. Are you? Here at The People's Voice, we're determined to continue exposing the agenda of the elite, but we need your help. Subscribe to the channel, spread this video far and wide, and join the People's Voice Locals community for exclusive and uncensored content. I hope to see you there.